Good morning, student. Welcome to the class. Today we'll learn about mutable and immutable types. The Python data objects can be broadly categorized into two mutable and immutable types. In simple words, changeable or modifiable or not modifiable types. It means in mutable, immutable types, the immutable types are those that never change their values in place. In Python, the following types are immutable like integer, floating points, number, boolean, string, tuples. These are all the immutable types. These all the data types and it never change its value. Let us understand the concept of immutable types. In order to understand this, consider the code below. Code is given here. Simple code is there that p equal to 5, then q equal to p and r equal to 5. It means p value is 5, q is equal to p and p value is 5. So q value is also 5 and r equal to 5. So r value is 5. So all the three p, q, r value is 5, 5, 5 like this. Then p equal to 10, r equal to 7 and q equal to r. It means the p value is 10, r value is 7 and q value is also 7 because q equal to r. Like this it considered a value. After reading the above code, you can say that the value of integer variables pqr could be changed effortlessly since pqr are integer type. You may think the integer type can change values. But hold, it is not a case. Let us see. You are already known that Python variable names are just the reference to value objects, data values. The variable names do not store value themselves. They are not storage container that we had learned earlier in last chapters. Now, simple code is given here 4.1 given normally that the Python processor assign a value. Carefully figure on the and see them the next page. It is mentioned here in the next page that uh, p value is given, q value is also given as integer as string, but r value is also given. That p q value is given means q equal to p is written here and p value is 5. So all the three variables value is 5. Here it is given. Then each integer value is immutable object. It not changed here. So if you check confirm it that id function, the id function returns the memory address to which the variable reference. So if you call any that variables with the help of this id, that id will return the value. It is given here. If you want the value address, if you want the value which you had given, that value variable referencing address, if you want, then you have to give variable under the id function, and then after that that id will show you the exact address of that particular variables. Like this it is given here. Then next statement is given here. Then these variable names are made up of point to different integer objects. That is, now their memory address that they reference will change. The original memory address of p that was having value 5 will be the same as the value that is 5, but p will no longer reference it, same as other variable. So it is given here that the p value, q value and r value is given here, that p and r value is same as 7. So first if you are calling the p value, it shows the p value, that it shows its address. Then again if you are calling the q value, but here p and q is having the same value, but again it never repeat the address, again it change the address like this. So here the value, if the value is the same, but here the address should be changed. Here it is given here Thus, it is clear the variables are stored in reference to the value object. Each time you change the value, the variable reference memory address changes. Not a accurate address, not a single address. It will be there in variable. After the variable is not stored in a memory container, so that it's one by one that its address should be changed. Then mutable types. The mutable types are those whose value can be changed in place. Where three types of mutable is given here in Python. Mutable types are list, dictionary, and sets. So here to change the number of a list, you may write, if you want to change that, we have learned this earlier, list, dictionary, and sets also. If you want to change, then you have to give the address. Here it is given that check chk is given there equal to in bracket 246 is given. If you want to change the place of one value equal to 40, so here that last class we had learned about that address start from 0. So the 0 place is 2, 1 place is 4, and 2 place is 6. So here 1 place we have to change as 40. So at the place of 4 it changed as 40. This is the way it changes. Then variable internals. Python is an object oriented language. Python is an object oriented language. Python calls every entity that stores any values or any types of data to as an object. An object is entity that has certain properties and that exhibit a certain types of behavior. Integer values are objects. They hold whole numbers only and have infinite persistence properties. They support all arithmetic operations or behaviors. So all data or values are referred to as object in Python. Similarly, we can say variable is also an object that refers to a value. So here it is an object oriented language, and it is having it is having various entities, various fields it is having with their values and data types object. With the help of this, if we are assigning any value, then it helps the value that value types, value ID, and value type also. So these are the attributes of Python object key, so that it works in the while initialization, while giving the variable initialization. Every Python object has three key attribute associated to it: the type of an object, the value of an object, and then ID. So the type of an object determines the operations that can be performed. The object built-in function type returns the type of an object. So if you are giving any value, it is given mentioned here. If you are giving any value, that integer value, that it return as int. If you are giving, suppose if you are giving here 4.5, that it returns at float. That you are knowing that float always return a decimal value, and here only 4 is given there, written here. So it return what? Integer value. So this value is a which type of value is a? It is a integer value. Like this it will return. Then the value of an object. It is the data item contained in the object. For a literal, the value is the literal itself, and for variables the value of data the item, the variable the currently referencing. Using print statement, you can display value to an object of an object. For example, if you want to print any value, so you have to give the print command. Print command is used to display the value which you want to display. It is given here that the print you give under the function bracket, you have to write which you want to print, and then value is mentioned here, and then second line you are giving the variable name. Variable name a is 4 as currently, so referencing integer value is 4. Like this the value will be displayed. Then ID. The ID of an object is generally the memory location of the object. Although ID is implementation dependent, but in most implementations it returns the memory location to the object. built-in function id function returns the id of an object. So if you want any variable or values memory, if you want where it is located, so you have to call with the help of id. Write the id in bracket, write which variable you want the address, means storage location you want, where but that storage location will display with the help of this id function. Like this, the code is given here, like this you have to write the code, and then the value will be printed here. Then next class, operators. So next class I will explain you about the operators. Thank you.